any of these means and carries out all these acts under all this, what are these three different elements of human trafficking, we call it human trafficking.
Okay, ma. Very quickly, as a zonal commander, Nati Benue State, I'm sure you have handled a lot of cases like this. From your experience, what do you think is responsible? What are the factors leading to human trafficking?
Yeah, okay. Before I answer that, maybe I'll tell you what do people, when we say the purpose is exploitation.
Okay.
These exploitations, what are the different types of exploitation? That's what we call the types of human trafficking.
Okay.
People are taken for different purposes.
Okay.
It could be for child labor, forced labor, sexual exploitation, and it could be for organ harvesting. And so sometimes we tell people some of the ritual killings you see might be a human trafficking act, because people are taking people's organs. Now the demand for people's organs is very high, especially in the Western world. Not even in Nigeria, people are using human organs for all sorts of purposes, for political reasons and all that. So, and then we have people for even begging. When you see the children on the streets, some of these children are actually moved from rural areas to urban areas for the set to use them for begging, and that means they are begging for someone. So it's a business for another person. So, and then you see people sale of babies. The sale of babies is another case of human trafficking that you see people, young girls being lured into taking when they are pregnant. I just had a case of a girl that was deceived by a boy that is going to marry her because she was pregnant. They moved her to Enugu, and there she had a baby boy.
From Benue State.
From Benue State. She had a baby boy, and they sold the child and gave her just 10,000 naira to come back to Benue. You know, told her that the baby was dead. So that's another trend that we have. We have there are new trends that are coming up, especially the issue of organ harvesting. Okay. That is not very prominent, but now we know that there are lots of people going through kidney kidney diseases that are coming up, and people are needing transplant. Okay. So that's the purpose. That exploitation comes in. The forced prostitution. When we say sexual exploitation, people wonder what sexual exploitation is. Now, sexual exploitation, when you force somebody to have sex with the person, or you use that person and make that person to prostitute for you to make money, that is sexual exploitation. Okay. If you take advantage of a young girl, or even a woman, you deceive her and to go and do prostitution, or you make her do prostitution and you collect the money, that is exploitation. Exploitation is that you have taken advantage of that person totally by the different type of means that I've already highlighted to be able to make something for yourself. That is exploitation. And then sale of persons. You know, sale of persons is when you take a human being or you abduct the person and you sell the person to another person and make money. That's also sale of persons, which is also under human trafficking.
Okay. All these that you have mentioned are offenses that, you know, anyone found guilty, there are jail terms, I believe. There are penalties for.
Of course, penalties.
Okay. Before we go into that area, I discovered that before the end of 2023, you know, there were reduction of issues of human trafficking in Benue. Why this recent upsurge? What do you think is happening? What's responsible?
Okay, maybe I beg to disagree with you when you say there were reduction, because I don't know where your statistics are coming from.
Okay.
As for me, in Benue State,
but we're not hearing so much about cases of, you know.
Okay, your question is that there was your analogy is that there was reduction, and I want to say that I disagree with you.
Okay.
There has not been any reduction. Rather, for me, it's been an upsurge for 3 consecutive years in Benue State. I've been in Benue State. This is my 4th year, and I would say that I've been reviewing constant cases. The cases are even coming up more, and because if you ask the reason why these cases are like that, there are general reasons of why human trafficking it's on the increase, which is globally. You can say poverty. If there's increase in poverty, increase in unemployment, increase the traffickers look at those areas where they see the vulnerability of those people because they want to leave for greener pastures. And there's some people, not because we have seen people leave government jobs, and I've seen a copper who was told that she would go and work in Dubai and she was trafficked. So it's about people seeking maybe to get better opportunities, and then some leaving their jobs and thinking they could get something better. That's why sometimes we add greed. And then some of them, like they're young girls now, sometimes they deceive them just to get a phone. Every young girl wants to have a very big phone. I'm using just a Samsung, ordinary Samsung phone. But you see them, they want to use an iPhone, they want to have an iPhone watch and all that. So it's not because they don't even have some of the basics, but because they want to live beyond their means. And the traffickers usually look out for such people to deceive them, because they'll tell you that I will help you do this, I'll take you where you can work and get something better than even what you're doing, but not knowing that they will be sold into slavery.
Okay. Before we get deeper into this conversation, we'd like to go on a short break. We'll be back in just a moment. Don't go away. Keep abreast on security matters around you. Keep the day with us on Mirrow Television every Thursday, 12 to 1 p.m. as we mirror top security issues in all nooks and crannies of the state. The Mirrow, a program that has raised all issues pertaining to security of lives and properties in Benue and beyond. Security experts will be engaging in insightful discussion on threats to lives and properties. What are the people saying? Security tips and lots more. The Mirrow, engaging, in-depth, straight talks, showing on Mirrow Television every Thursday. Join us. Welcome back from that short break. It is still the Mirrow on Benue Television, and our focus today is on human trafficking, and we are privileged to have in the house the Zonal Commander, National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, in the person of Gloria Bai, and the Special Advisor to the Benue State Governor on Security, the person of Joseph Ha. Before we went on that break, Ma, you were trying to give us, an insight into what human trafficking is all about. Very recently, your command, NAPTIP, confirmed, the trafficking of about 5 Benue girls to Ivory Coast. Can you give us an insight into what actually happened and how those girls were discovered?
Oh, okay. Yeah, the trendy video. I call it trendy video because actually this is like cases that we receive complaints like this very, very often. But on this particular one actually went viral. But before it went viral, before I could even see that it was viral, somebody came to my office to actually report the matter to me. And as we were discussing, I noticed that we started seeing people sending the video. But I got the report from a concerned citizen, a guy that was coming from Cote d'Ivoire himself, and then he wanted to report the case to us. Yes, the girls were rescued in Cote d'Ivoire, and that very day, Monday, I was able to make contact with the embassy in Cote d'Ivoire, and we spoke to the girls. I spoke to the girls on video call. So the girls are safe in Cote d'Ivoire, and it's true that they were trafficked there, but the details of how they were trafficked is when they arrived back in Benue State that we'll be able to know how they were moved and the circumstances that they were moved, and if they were actually their ages, because on the video I saw them trying to tell their ages, but most times for us in NAPTI we don't take such information on the face value. When they arrive to our agency, we are going to profile them, and by the time we finish interviewing them, we'll be able to get the real story on how they were trafficked, and even the age, their ages, how old they are, because sometimes they might not even know how old they are. Because I've seen victims that will come to us and tell us that they are. I have a girl I was talking to, and she told me she was 20. Apparently she was just 15. You understand? And because sometimes the traffickers tell them they should say they are 18.
18, okay.
Because by the time you're 18, you're an adult. So it could be that you are responsible for your own action. So the traffickers they know, and they tell them you're 18, or tell them you're 19. So sometimes, and then for us in NAPTI, we go to the extent of asking the parents, and sometimes we look for verification regarding their age before we'll be able to state this is the age of this girl. Yeah, sometimes we ask for birth certificates, because you can obviously be seeing a 13-year-old girl and she's telling you she's 18.
Okay, apart from getting all this information about them, what's their state as we speak?
Their state?
Yes.
What do you mean by their
state of health?
Their state of being.
The state of being. I said they were safe in the Nigerian embassy.
Okay, so they are still at the embassy.
They are in the embassy. We're working towards them coming back to to Nigeria, and for that, because of certain reasons, I will not want to give details of their movement, when they are moving and all that, because it's still under investigation, and I think it's better we leave some of the details out of the public, because for the security of the safety of those girls, there are many, for safety and for the ongoing investigation, so that we don't compromise it. Already, as you know, the video went viral, which is we're trying to handle and manage the information that is already out there, so that, and it already investigation has been compromised, but we're trying to see how much we can manage it. So I think better when investigations are on, we don't like to say much regarding the details of the case. But as much as immediately we get more information and we're at a comfortable stage, we can tell you more about it. But it's something that we should be very careful what we do, so that we're able to not to compromise the investigation that is still ongoing.
Okay, wow, that's good to know. Let me turn my attention now to the security advisor. The girls we are talking about are from Benue State. I want to find out very quickly, what has the government done, talking about government action in regards to this latest development?
Well, I'm not a government spokesman. And so if you're asking me what government has done, I won't be able to give you that details. But from the security aspect of it, I also, in collaboration with the NAPTIP, I confirmed the safety of the girls we spoke. I followed up. And I've also, as an advisor, giving my part of advice on how best they can be protected. And just as Madam said, the investigation has been compromised. It's compromised because this thing went viral, and those responsible would have gone to hiding. But thank God, one of them was caught in Kwande local government and have been transferred to the appropriate authority in Makurdi here, and the investigation will continue from there. It is not a one-person affair. Most times it's a cartel that goes from Kwande to Makurdi here, maybe to Lagos, and a group in Abidjan, and all of that is a huge lot of things. And so what we are doing in the part of security is how to get the perpetrators rounded up and handed over to NAPTIP. The mistake people make is that if you have a message in the water, send the fish the message. If you have issues of trafficking, the best way to handle it is NAPTIP. It's not for you to go and start blowing videos to show overzealousness, and in the course of doing that, compromise the investigation. So we are closely monitoring it. Even the transportation, we are closely monitoring it to see that they get to Benue State safe and secured. I also try to see how these girls are victims. They didn't go into prostitution. If they went into prostitution, you can blow that video and expose what they want to expose. But these girls are victims of people that lure them into this prostitution. And their identity should be protected. They should be protected. In the course of seeing that video, imagine that my son comes tomorrow with a girl to introduce me as a wife. And seeing the girl, I reflect the picture, the face of a girl that was once trended as a prostitute in Côte d'Ivoire. That thing will come to my mind, this was a girl that was said to be a prostitute. So these are the danger that the things that people commit that they don't know the effects of it. And that is why I'm asking Nigerians, I'm asking the Benue people, whoever has that clip, should please delete it. Let it go instinct, so it doesn't exist at all, so that these girls will be protected. Beyond this, I think they should be rehabilitated. There should be counsel. There should be some psychotherapy for them to come back to normalcy and to find a way on how to get them back to track. I think NAPTIC, we are close. I know the things she does. She's a great woman. She has rescued many of these cases, rehabilitated many of them, give them materials to start life. So this is not going to be a different matter. If they come, they're going to do the same process of rehabilitation and also giving them skills and supporting them.
Okay, I was actually coming to that. Ma, if you look at that viral video that went everywhere, there were allegations that a suspect was being pointed. Have your command been able to make any arrest, or are you on top of the situation as we speak?
I think the CSA just secretary.
I don't know whether it's the same person.
The CSA and I have been on this matter since the very first day that it happened, because he's also a very passionate person on his job, and he doesn't sleep. Even when he came out looking at him, like, oh, this man has not slept, So he doesn't sleep, and immediately he got the information. He also contacted me, and we have been working together. I was also about to be in. To also tell him that, because since that Gomba is a Benue issue now, the government needs to know. I've been rescuing girls, but it's not at the appropriate time. I also give briefings to the governor. But at this point in time, the government is now become a Benue state issue, because they were speaking Tiv language, and everybody knows that these girls are coming from Benue. So the CSA and I have been on it. We have spoken to the Attorney General, who is the chairman of the task force, has been on it. And that is the government. The government is also on it. So we're working together. And he also mentioned the fact that one of them was apprehended in a Kwandi local government. And she's in the right hands. And investigation is still ongoing. And like I said before, it's for the details regarding the suspect and all that. For us in NAPTIC, we don't parade suspects because it's still ongoing.
To frustrate investigation.
As much as she's been mentioned, she's presumed innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. She's still a suspect, so we don't parade suspects. So we are on it, and we are also trailing the others, like the CSA said, because I think he's becoming a master on this job with me now, working with me. That it's usually a syndicate work. And from where the thing started, from Kwande, you have some of the suspects. Some of the syndicate might be in Makurdi here, and some might be in Lagos, and then others in Abidjan, because it takes a long way. Like the definition says, the transportation harboring process. Somebody might have even harbored them in Makurdi before they were onwardly transported to Lagos, and maybe in Lagos somebody also received them and harbored them, and then who transported them? It could also be one of the syndicates, and then from there somebody transports them onwardly to maybe Abidjan, then handed over to the final person in Cote d'Ivoire. So we have to be very careful when we are investigating. That's why sometimes you said it was quiet. For NAPTIC, we don't go to the media every day telling you that government is showing interest, and that's why most times the security advisor is calling me immediately. He finds it out. The Attorney General is trying to work with me on a project called Save the Benue Child. So that we can see how. I want to say that when the public order was being and the one was being launched, I was there, and I was excited that some of the things that were imputed in that public order by the Executive Governor of Benue State was that they should stop the hawking of children from during school hours and beyond 6 p.m.
Okay.
And then the use of taking young girls to brotels or hotels. And then people, sometimes I wonder why some people object something like a young girl being taken to a hotel. In the Western world, you cannot take a young girl into a hotel that you are not the father or the parent, because there is unless she's 18 before she can lodge into a hotel. And if you're taking a young girl into a hotel, it does mean that you must have you must be either the parent or the permission of the parent to take the girl into the hotel.
Okay.
So there are many things that we need to do regarding issues of trying to protect our girls.
I would like to cut you up at this point because of our time. I think we'll still have you again to give us more insight into what NAPTIP is doing. But finally, on a final note, what are you doing to put a lasting solution? Since you said that there is an uprise on a daily basis in Benue, so what is NAPTIP doing to put some measure of solution to ending what we are facing?
Benue TV, I think you need to give us more opportunity for sensitization.
Okay.
And there must be proper and intense, increased awareness creation. You understand? We need to go to everywhere, nooks and crannies of Benue State to educate people so that they will understand. Like the Chief Security Advisor said, these girls did not go for prostitution. These girls might have been deceived that they were going to do a legitimate job in Cote d'Ivoire.
Yep.
And then they were taken advantage of. That's the expectation there. So we need to educate people. When somebody says they want to take your daughter, they want to take you out to go and give you a job abroad, you should be able to verify. Sometimes we tell people, verify with NAPTIP. Is there any job opportunities like this in this state? And if you look at these countries, some of them are not better than Nigeria. So why would somebody want to take you to go and do any job, sell in the beer parlor or in a salon? Because usually they tell you there's a beer parlor, you can sell beer. There are many beer parlors in Benue State itself alone. So how much are you going to be paid? The CFA is not bigger, is not more stronger than the Naira.
Wow. NAPTIP, thank you so much for being part of the program this morning. Security Advisor, your final word in just few seconds on this issue.
Let's stop this issue of small thing I think I go blowing viral videos and stuff. I'm live and direct in Benue television and I'm here somebody have been shot dead. Let's stop all those things that are not necessary. We destroy people's reputation. Wow. That's exactly what happened to those girls. People were fast to share that video, and we're saying they should stop.
They should pull it down. They should pull down the video. The video should stop going viral.
Yes.
Oh, on that note, I want to sincerely appreciate you both for being part of the program, and we look forward to having NAPTIP again. And well done for the good work you are doing.
Thank you very much.
Up next is security tips.
Here now.
And that's the size of our show today. Until next time, same station. I just want to say, ensure that if you have the video on your phone, pull it down, like the NAPTIP commander have just said. See you some other time. Bye for now. Keep abreast on security matters around you. Keep the day with us on Benue Television every Thursday, 12 to 1 p.m. as we mirror top security issues in all nooks and crannies of the state. The Mirrow, a program that explores all issues pertaining to security of lives and properties in Benue and beyond. Security experts will be engaging in insightful discussion on threats to lives and properties. Without the people saying, security tips and lots more. The Mirrow, engaging, in-depth, straight talks, showing on Benue Television every Thursday. Join us.
Welcome to the exciting world of Benway Television, where we give you an exclusive ride into the world of news, current affairs, and entertainment. Ready for a first stop? Ride with me. Benway Television.
Our news and flagship program, Daybreak Benway, keeps you informed on events and happenings around the nation and the world.
We engage our guests on hot topics and beam searchlight on shady stories.
With millions of people watching Benway TV worldwide, we ensure that we bring you news that is accurate, timely, and dependable.
Our programs are entertaining and educative with high quality audio, leaving you with an amazing viewing experience.
Benway TV, a new dimension in broadcasting.
Welcome to the exciting world of Benway Television, where we give you an exclusive ride into the world of news, current affairs, and entertainment. Ready for a first stop? Ride with me. Benway Television.
Our news and flagship program, Daybreak Benway, keeps you informed on events and happenings around the nation and the world.
We engage our guests on hot topics and beam searchlight on shady stories.
With millions of people watching Benway TV worldwide, we ensure that we bring you news that is accurate, timely, and dependable.
Our programs are entertaining and educative with high quality audio, leaving you with an amazing viewing experience.
Benway TV, a new dimension in broadcasting.
Welcome to the exciting world of Benway Television, where we give you an exclusive ride into the world of news, current affairs, and entertainment. Ready for a first stop? Ride with me. Benway Television.
Our news and flagship program, Daybreak Benway, keeps you informed on events and happenings around the nation